Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Utah Utes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And the return starts from inside the 20. He's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll give it to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on 3rd down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Utes. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Handoff here from the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And here's the handoff. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Eludes a tackle. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And on the carry, he's heading left. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
The Sooners looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. And the Utah offense takes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Grab down the middle. It's Wood. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a fourth down conversion with that pass.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Fox. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Going for his running back. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep it.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance as an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And the PAT is good. And the returner decides to single fair catch. And the Utes offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the junior able to get home with the sack. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Sending the back in motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they've been...
Tremendous toughness here. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And the Utes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's a shotgun run call. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
He's swarmed by the defense. The Utes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Utah. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense really clicking. And now they'll set up for the point after. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Utah offense takes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's just flat dropped on third down. What a big mistake. Now this offense facing a fourth down call.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. And the Utes will line up to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the ball is away from his own end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here comes a handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Second down after that previous play. Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Utah offense takes the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the catch, and he'll be brought down. Now it's second down here. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the grab. It's Wood. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely open.
And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Utah offense takes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earmarked. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The Utes will line up to punt it away. Not the way he wanted to kick it. This will be down just on the other side of midfield. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Utes will kick it deep to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
And now they run the draw play. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down the defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
They'll hand it off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. It's a heavy formation. Extra blockers on the field. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On the toss play, runner moving left. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Oklahoma. To stretch the lead, the route is on. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kurt? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. We'll call for the fair catch here. And the Utes offense takes the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. on the ground. There's the handoff.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Wood. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. And the single back takes the handoff. The Utes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
And the Utes line up on 1st and 10 now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And there's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Trying to extend the play. And it's complete downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Utes look to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Handoff running right. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he can give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out, come up with that touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And there's the point after. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? In the clear at the 25. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49. A solid run, good for first down yardage. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving.
Another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control. We can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing.
Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Ball carrier tackled there.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's swarmed by the defense. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Utah offense takes the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. Tries to get it to the running back. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And the ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Now the 40. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They're going to run it here. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Sooners will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Utah offense takes the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Let's it fly to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put it.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Toss play to the outside. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this to get to the national championship.